Today we will start Unit 3, Forces, Motion, and Energy, and we will begin with forces. A force is a push or a pull, and forces are measured in newtons after the scientist Isaac Newton. Later on in this unit, we will learn about his laws of motion. The net force is the overall force acting on an object. So this net force is the total force. And to find the net force, we will add when the forces are acting in the same direction. So if we look at this example, this object is represented by a square, and we see three forces acting on it. We see all of the arrows are pointing to the right. So to calculate that net force, we will take those numbers and add them together. So we have 3n plus 5n plus 2n, which gives us 10 newtons total, and the force is pushing this object to the right. We will subtract when forces are acting in opposite directions. Now, if we look at this object, again represented by a square, we see one arrow is pointing to the right and one arrow is pointing to the left. So to calculate the net force, again, since they're in the opposite directions, we're going to subtract. I'm going to take this bigger number first. So I have 8 newtons minus 2 newtons, which gives us 6 newtons total. And since this is the larger force, the way that this arrow is pointing is the direction the object will move. So this arrow is pointing to the left, so that's why our answer is 6 newtons to the left. Next, we'll take a look at balanced forces. If forces are balanced, that means there are equal forces acting in opposite directions. So if we look at this object, I see 5 newtons pointing to the left, 5 newtons pointing to the right. So they are equal and opposite directions. To calculate the net force, since they're going opposite ways, we would subtract. So we have 5 newtons minus 5 newtons, which gives us 0 newtons. So when forces are balanced, an object maintains a constant speed. So think about a car in cruise control. The speed is constant. Or an object stays at rest. So an object is not moving at all. So think of a car that is in park. When the net force is 0, we know the forces are balanced. Next, we'll take a look at unbalanced forces. In this first example, we can see the forces are acting in opposite directions, but they are not equal. So to calculate the net force, since they're in opposite directions, we will subtract. Comparing these two forces, 10 is the bigger force. So I know this number is going to go first in my equation, and this shows me the direction that the object will move. So I have 10 newtons minus the 2 newtons, which gives me 8 newtons total. And again, the object would be moving to the right since this is the larger force. In the next example of an unbalanced force, the forces are acting in the same direction. So since they are in the same direction, to calculate the net force, we will add those two numbers together. So we have 3 newtons plus 5 newtons, which gives us 8 newtons, and the direction this object will move is to the left, because if you look at the arrows, they're pointing to the left. So if an object has any sort of acceleration, so it speeds up, it slows down, or it changes direction, there are unbalanced forces acting on it. So anytime the net force is not 0, we know there are unbalanced forces.